Right. I'm standing in a place called Hemel and Aarde Valley, heaven and earth, on the Onrus River. And there's an incredible story to be told here. So what you see to my right is a massive peatland. Now, peat is coal that's going to happen in a couple of million years' time. And in the distance there, because a dam has been built upstream here, these peatlands have been drying out. And as they've been drying out, what happens in all peatlands when it dries out is it catches a light, because it's carbon rich. It's basically coal being made. And there was a fire that started down there, an underground fire. And once those underground fires start, because the peat is desiccated, it's very difficult to control it. So they've never managed, or they battle to get the fire under control, and they use all kinds of means to get the fire under control. But what happened as a result of that, there's a lot of different issues that came out of it. But because of that now, you've now got this cascading effect backwards, all the way back up the river here. And you've got this kind of thing now happening. That kind of thing happening there. That kind of thing happening there. There's just this absolute destruction of these wetlands. And if you look up there now, that used to be probably a more uniform kind of valley. The water would have probably filtered through it, in a slower way than now. But basically, you can see the separation of different sand, sort of sea sand type of stuff that's either blown from wind or whatever. And then you get the black peat. And that's happening all the way up the valley. So I'm busy trying to understand how this works. But it's a very interesting natural phenomena that's been happening as a result of human intervention. Of course, the politics of this now is how to control it. What are the implications of this, and which official is going to take responsibility and what have you. Enormous amount of damage as a result of a very, very silly dispute between a few individuals, ecologists, people that are environmentally savvy, and a municipality that wants to make certain decisions for reasons of their own, mostly to do with revenues. And there you can see it as well there. So you see this, the peat is retreating uphill as the water flows over the top like that. Because peat is very soft, that water is retreating. It's eroding the peat bed away from the left to the right, going up the valley. So this is, in fact, in my view, a real serious environmental catastrophe. If you zoom out there, that valley used to be flat. It used to be flat. It used to be a wetland full of peat, which is the roots of your wetland plants. So these plants over here, their roots become peat. So that water would have been slowed down through the reeds. And now look at what you've got. You've got this absolute devastation here. My name is Anthony Turton. I hope you enjoy this video from Hemel, Aarde, Heaven on Earth Valley, Onrus, Western Cape.